Okay. Hello. So we're going to continue with the shampoo process, and now we're going to talk about conditioning and some treatments that we're going to use for your clients. Okay. So let me share with you my slides that I have here. Alrighty. So, okay. So in the last video, we talked about shampooing, hair and scalp treatments, the pH scale, and what type of waters we can use for shampoo to shampoo the hair. So now we're going to talk about conditioners. Like I said before, usually you wash your hair first and then you apply the conditioner. The shampoo will change the pH of the hair, but we want to bring it back to normal with the conditioner. So we have different types of conditioner. Rinse out is the type of conditioner that you rinse, you apply it. Sorry, you apply it, you leave it on 5 minutes, and you rinse it out. It leaves the hair soft and with some moist on it. The treatment or repair treatment is a hair treatment that you're going to apply into the hair, and you're going to leave it at least 10 minutes, usually under the heat or the steamer, to make it penetrate deeper on the scalp. You rinse it out at the end. You don't leave it in. And the leave-in conditioners, which are the type of conditioners that you leave it into the hair. They're very light, and so you can leave it in the hair. So what is the formulation, or what are those conditioners made of? Usually they're made of silicone and humectants, something to hold the moisture into the hair, because if the hair doesn't have moisture, it feels dry and crunchy. It has emollients. What is an emollient? Emollient are oils, okay? So a lot of times they contain oils that will benefit the hair and may provide luster and shine to the hair. Synthetic polymers. Synthetic polymers are something new, not very organic, because they're made of polymer, which polymer means plastic, but they give a lot of shine to the hair. And also proteins. What is a protein? Well, it's keratin. The hair is made of keratin. So it provides those ingredients or those things to the hair. So over here on the video, you can see how the hair is made of, and it has so many layers on the cuticle. And the first thing that it get damaged is the cuticle. So all these moisturizers or conditioners will cover the cuticle. It may penetrate into the cuticle, but not into the cortex. So the surface of the hair gets repaired, temporary, not permanent. While the product is on the hair, it will continue being healthy and shine, but once the product gets out of the hair, then your hair will go back to whatever it was before. So if the client asks you for a hair treatment that repairs their hair in one treatment, yes, it will temporarily, but they have to keep using it and coming back for you to do it. Other conditioning agents, they may have thermal protectors, right? In the salon, we use a lot of thermal protectors, but those are good when you're gonna use very hot tools like flat irons and curling irons. But if the hair is straight and you wanna give a curl and you use a thermal protector, the curl will loosen up. You will not have a firm curl. So be careful with that. Scalp conditioners. We also have scalp conditioners that moisture the scalp. It provides, a little bit oil, a little moisturizer. It's like when you have your face, you get out of the shower and it's all tight and dry. You put some of that moisturizer, your face feels soft, right? So same thing happens to the scalp, especially if somebody has dry scalp. Medicated scalp lotions are for persons with dandruff or oily problems, or maybe they have seborrheic problems and they need to have something stronger. In those cases, usually they bring their own lotions because those are medicated and probably they're already given by the doctor. Scalp astringents and lotions. We can use astringent or like a witch hazel or sea breeze on the scalp, especially if they're very oily and prone to acne. I don't know, but I don't know if you have seen it, but there is people who has a lot of acne on their scalp, and seems like the bacteria grows on the scalp. So we have to treat the scalp pretty similar to the face. And in some cases, we need to apply astringents or the lotions. For barbers, it will be tonics, which contain a lot of alcohol, okay? A high percentage of alcohol. Deep conditioning treatments. Now we're going to talk about the deep conditioning treatment, also known as mask or conditioning packs. Those treatments, they're very thick. The consistency is like a sour cream, I will say. You apply it into the hair. They may have emollients, keratin, different ingredients, depends on the brand and the product. But you're gonna apply it like if you were applying hair color. You're gonna leave it on the hair, taking the small subsections, leave it on the hair under the heat, 10 minutes, let it process to penetrate, and then rinse it out. Those type of conditioning treatments will last longer. Obviously, they're not permanent. They will wash out with every shampoo they have. The conditioner will wash out. We can have mixtures of protein in a heavy cream base of a moisturizer. Now, keep in mind, every time you use protein like keratin, it hardens the hair. It's not going to make the hair soft. It gives a strength to the hair. So what it does is like a cornstarch does to your clothing. You apply it and it hardens the fabric, but you don't want the hair to be that hard because it feels crunchy, right? So every time you have a protein treatment, you also want to have a good moisturizer to balance the hair. So you give the strength, but then you give the flexibility with the moisturizer, right? Oh, I changed that. Penetrate the cuticle of the layers of the hair. Obviously, the heat will make it penetrate deeper. So we have to use equal amounts of protein and moisturizer. I explained that. So draping. Is draping important when you do a hair treatment or shampoo? Of course it is. If you don't drape properly, what's going to happen? The cape is going to fall off. The towel is going to fall off. The client is going to get wet on their back. They're not going to be happy. You're going to be worried and nothing comes out right, right? So we have to do proper draping. When you do shampoo, you're going to use only one towel and one cape. And the cape has to be a plastic cape, not a cloth cape, not a nylon cape, a plastic cape. Why? Because in case that there is water, the plastic will, will retain the water so you don't get wet to the clients. You're going to use one towel. Maybe once you finish shampoo, you want to put another towel over the head to cover the head so they will not be dripping water on the way back to the station. When you do chemical services, right, like a hair color, permanent relaxers, all that, you probably want to double drape the client. That means two towels because you want a double protection since you have to protect their clothing and making sure they don't have chemicals on their skin. So this service, or actually any service that we're gonna do into the hair, it comes into three parts: pre-service, service, and post-service. A lot of times when you guys are in school, you just focus on the service itself, on the meat part, right? So it's like you go to a dinner, nice formal dinner, but you never had a salad and you never had a dessert. You just had the meat. And you're like, well, I was missing my coffee, my dessert, my salad, or my soup. No, you want to have the full service. You need to do the pre-service, prepare the client, analysis, consultation, draping, questions, right? Tell them what you're going to do. Service, shampoo the hair, provide them a good service, provide a good shampoo, nice scalp, nice conditioning or treatment, whichever you choose. And then the post service. You're not just going to let them go. You're just going to make sure the client is okay. You tell them what products to take home. you're gonna probably charge for the service and reschedule an appointment. How you gonna follow up if you never make an appointment for them to come back? And then after they leave, you have to come back to your station and clean up. You cannot leave a messy station and have a messy station and area, working area for the next client. So you have to come back and clean. Every time you use the shampoo bowl, make sure you clean the shampoo bowl before you take the client out. Because the next hairstylist who's gonna use the shampoo bowl, if it's dirty, they're gonna get very upset with you. Besides, if you leave chemicals on it, imagine you laying somebody else chemicals or debris. That's not fun. Practical class. So following is going to be a practical class where you guys are going to know how to do these procedures, right? And treat different type of scalps and hairs, different procedures for each one, okay? Draping the hair, brushing the hair, the scalp massage, and all that. So that is in the practical part. So in summary and review, what are the two most important requirements for scalp care? Two. You know, answer it. How will scalp and hair that are dry, oily, or with dandruff be treated? Are they the same treatment or maybe a little different? What do you have learned? What are the benefits of scalp massage? Wondering, when did I talk about scalp massage? Maybe it was in the first video, maybe in the second one. I don't know. Please answer those questions, and then I'll see you on the practical class. All right, and with all that, we finished the theory chapter of shampoo and scalp care. And for cosmetologists, like I said, it may take a little extra video for barbers. So the next video, I'm gonna talk about barbering scalp treatments. Bye.